Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company. It is great to see you and welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. I'm out here with the boatless angler folks and I've got something decent on here right now. Antonio, it's got some weight to him, whatever it is.
Oh yeah?
It might be a nettable fish, I don't know.
Okay, I have the net.
Oh yeah, it's a nettable fish.
Oh, you just got him too.
That's a nettable fish.
Nice.
That, folks, is what we're out here after right here. What we're after today, folks, are Lake Erie jumbo perch. That's what we're after. Oh, that's a good chunk right there. Nice little hook set, just in the bottom of the lip there. Get that hook out and I'll show you my rig. Nice fish. That, folks, is what Lake Erie perch fishing is all about right there. We've got one of those gorgeous days upon us where there's not a lot of wind, and that's the day you want to take advantage and get out there. I got a light breeze, but here's what I'm running. I've got there a small sting nose minnow. So it's a 3/8 ounce size, and I've tipped it, as you can see there, with just a small eye drop. And I went with the chartreuse eye drop. I brought all the colors with me, but I thought I'd open up with the chartreuse. And I'm just running a 6-foot medium power rod. I've got thunder braid on and a fluorocarbon leader, of course, down to a single snap, and then I snapped on my my sting nose. Now, like I said, we don't have any minnows, but we have the sting nose minnow, folks. And you don't have to tip them, but I like to tip them because it keeps, oh, there we go, right on the fall. It keeps the hook away from the line when you're jigging. He hit it just as it hit the bottom. He just picked it up. Unbelievable, folks. Oh, look at that. From huge to tiny. From huge to tiny. Now, here's the thing though, folks. Unfortunately, you can see his bladder came out. Okay, so we're gonna have to keep this fish. We're fishing in 60 feet of water right now, so that fish would definitely not survive. But as soon as it hit the bottom, he nailed it. So yeah, I like to tip them because the eye drop just gives a little extra scent, and if any jigging spoon, whatever jigging spoon you're using, it helps keep the hook away from the line. So it improves your jigging, which means you're more time fishing, and that's what it's all about. So line gets to the bottom. It's just a very simple technique, folks. Lift and pause. That's the technique. Very, very simple. Oh, and if there's anything down there, they're gonna nail them.
You want to do another one?
Yeah.
You're fishing below the boat.
I'm just fishing straight down, Antonio.
Right.
Our graph is not marking any fish at all, by the way, folks. Nothing. So, like I said, we don't have any minnows, but we do have the sting nose minnow. And another smaller fish, Antonio, but what are you gonna do? You can't tell just the big fish to come around. But what I also love about the sting nose, if you notice, the hook, folks, the hook is right at the head. Okay, so when fish typically hit, they like to go for the head first because that's how like to take the bait in. So head first, hook at the head. You get a hit, you have a real good chance that you're going to catch that fish. So this little 3/8 ounce size, I was thinking of going smaller to a 1/4 ounce, but because we're fishing so deep, I thought, well, I'll just go, it's still small, I'll go a little bit bigger, and I could always downsize if I have to, but 3/8 ounce, folks, is small. It's not that big. So that's what I've opened up with, the silver. And Antonio, what are you running?
I am running something similar. I don't know what size that is. I think it's smaller than yours.
Yeah, definitely. I have the 3/8 ounce, so you look like you have, that's a 1/4 ounce.
And it's rigged with
You got an eye drop?
eye drop silver.
Oh, I just missed one.
Yeah?
Oh,
Okay.
I just missed one, folks.
Go straight down now.
So I'm going to get it right down to the bottom again and lift it up. Son of a gun. But I will tell you this. If you miss them like that, a lot of times they are those smaller fish. So I'm not too upset that I missed that fish. But he did give it a good hit, though. Okay, so you've got the smaller size on and a silver eye drop?
Silver eye drop.
Okay,
yeah.
I've got the chartreuse eye drop. We'll see if that makes a difference. Sometimes it does, folks. Like I say, I brought the smoked ones with me too. And the water's a little tingy, eh?
Got a color to it.
Yeah,
Not too bad.
I'm not gonna say it's murky, but it's not crystal clear. So color makes a difference. All right, I'd say, folks, we're off to a pretty good start. That first one was a dandy. Well, the 1/4 ounce and the silver produced, eh?
Also, straight below the boat. Took your spot.
I just lost another one.
Oh, this is a nicer fish. Ah, good. Good fish.
Hey, that's decent. Okay. It's decent. Like I say, you can't... You're going to catch what's down there.
Mixed sizes is not bad.
No.
Right.
That was a little better. And I had another bite that I missed too. So, again, I'm looking at our graph right now. I see nothing on the fish finder. So, these fish are just swimming around. And as they get to our area, we get a chance to get a bite. Another good one, Antonio.
Got some weight to it?
It's got some weight to it compared to those other two. Yes. It might even be another netter fish. He just nailed it too, folks. Oh, that's a Lake Erie jumbo. Another good fish right there, folks. That's what I mean, eh? You get those small ones in between, then you get a chunk like that.
Nice one.
Ooh. And he inhaled it, folks. Just inhaled it. Not as big as the first one, but still decent fish. Hey, nice perch. Those are good Lake Erie perch right there. Okay. Yeah. I like to keep a nice cloth on board. Keep your hands slime free and dry. This is actually one of those microfiber towels. Little Thundermist swag there. But I like it, especially if it's cold out. If you're fishing cold weather, folks, and your hands get wet, you really need to keep them dry. Today, mind you, is a beautiful day. It's not cold out here at all. It's gorgeous. But that one hit very, very nicely. So the chartreuse eye drop might be making a difference.
I might change it up.
You still have silver on, right?
Yep.
That's why I brought all colors, because you never know. Sometimes one color outfishes another. And I also brought some gold sting nose too, which we could also try because the water is not crystal clear, right? But we do have some sun out today, so it's a toss-up. Okay, but that was super nice. He just nailed it. But they're sparse, eh? There's one here, one there.
Come on.
These sting nose are on. Did you change the eye drop?
I put the chartreuse on.
You did, okay. That could be the color of choice today.
Okay. Medium size.
Medium. It's okay. The main thing is we're getting bites and it's fun. And when they hit, they really hit, eh?
Yeah, they're crushing them.
They're just hammering these sting nose. They want them bad. And I think the eye drop is a good addition. Not that you need it. We've fished them many times bare. But a little extra attractor never hurt anything. Oh, looks like you caught a big one.
Catches everything.
I got a fighter.
Really?
I got a fighter. Holy, did he hit and run? He hit and run, folks. This feels like another nice Lake Erie perch. Oh my goodness, what a hit. And then he started, oh yeah, Antonio, this is a good one. Good, decent one.
Nice size.
Yeah, not huge, but it was the hit and the run. I couldn't believe it. He just started to give me those head shakes and going. Oh, it's right in there too. Almost need the needle nose to get it out. Wow, they're really hitting. They're hitting, folks. They are hitting. That's a decent perch. Not a jumbo, but a decent. And these eye drops, folks, they just last for fish after fish. You just put one on and you're good to go. So it looks like, I think the chartreuse is the...
It's on. The chartreuse is
it's
on.
definitely on. Although I wouldn't mind trying the smoked, but why switch, right?
Exactly.
Now you still have that little 1/4 ounce on? The
I
small
do,
one.
yeah.
So not the problem, but the thing is when you're fishing so deep like we are today, with that little 1/4 ounce, it's kind of a little bit harder to work down there, right?
Yeah.
And even though this one's not much heavier, it's only 3/8 ounce, it's just a little bit easier, it gets down a little quicker. I have a better feel for it. Yes, Antonio, this size is doing it. So I noticed you went and made a change.
Yeah.
You put the 3/8 ounce?
And it just dropped it down.
Okay, I think you made a good change, a good switch, because I just got a better feel for that 3/8 ounce sting nose down there than I think you did with the 1/4 ounce. You know? It just gives you just a bit of a better feel.
More control.
A little more control, yeah. Now, I'm also not jigging as aggressively as you are, eh?
Are you? Okay.
Yeah, I'm using more of a finesse approach. In fact, I'm going to sit down, Antonio. I'm going to really make a finesse approach here. Yeah, I'm just letting it hit the bottom, and then I'm doing my classic jig and pause technique. It just takes a while for the jig to get down there, but yeah, jig and pause. There we go. Yeah, just lift and jig and pause. Very, very subtle. Wait for a second or two, and then I jig and pause again. Not too aggressive though, Antonio. A little more finesse.
Okay, I'll try it.
Give it a try. How about that subtle approach?
Worked.
Hey?
The heavier spoon and the subtle approach, it works.
A good combo, eh?
Good tips, yeah. Nice fish too.
Oh, there you go. It's unbelievable, folks. The bites are aggressive, right? The bites are really aggressive, but the approach has to be subtle.
Exactly.
More of a finesse approach.
It worked.
So there you go. One little change. Boom, that's a decent perch. It's not a jumbo, but it's a nice sized perch. I think we're in for some good eating today.
I say.
Oh yeah. In fact, folks, if you want to see a couple of different ways to clean and fillet a perch, we've got a great video. It's an older one, but it's one where Claudio gives us a demo on a couple different ways to fillet perch. I'll make sure we put a link in the description for you if you want to check it out. In the meanwhile, though, we're going to continue with this finesse approach. Subtle, subtle, subtle. I think someone's liking that new approach.
Technique is working.
The technique is working for you, eh?
Another decent sized perch.
Another good one. That's a good one. Again, not a jumbo, but those are nice sized perch. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey?
Look how light colored they are because of that murky water.
I think so. The water's kind of, like I say, it's not really murky, but it's just, normally Lake Erie water, folks, is crystal clear. But it's got like a tinge to it, I guess. I can't explain it, but yeah, so it's working. So you upsized your lure and you changed your approach and it triggered 2 nice bites for you.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I had to stand up. I couldn't jig sitting down anymore, so I had to stand up. I think I got myself a nice, oh, not bad. Okay. He felt bigger because all 3 trebles are in his mouth. He's not big at all, but again, we got to keep these fish, folks, because we're bringing them up relatively quick and they're coming out of 60 plus feet of water, so they won't survive if we drop them back down. If you bring them up really slow and you give them a chance to climatize and you release them right away, then they got a really good chance they're going to survive. But if you bring them up quick out of deep water, you pretty much got a plan on keeping those fish, and that's okay.
Yeah, they're good.
That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So in fact, you know, a lot of people encourage you to keep the small ones and let the bigger ones go. They're better spawners, but the small ones are just harder to clean. I am just loving these hits, folks. Oh my goodness, it's so much fun. It's unbelievable. Another one that's not so big, but gave me a really, really nice bite. Okay. But you know, I gotta tell you, folks, it's just a beautiful day out here today. We got a nice little light breeze. It's not cold, it's perfect. The weather's perfect. The fish are biting, light breeze on the water. Really can't ask for anything more than that, folks. We're having ourselves a lot of fun out here. If you haven't been out lately, if I can encourage you, get out there and get a line wet. Doesn't matter what you're fishing for, perch, panfish, you're going for game fish, freshwater, saltwater. Doesn't matter, folks. Just get out there, get a line wet, and have some fun. That's what I'm doing today, folks, with the boatless angler. We're having ourselves a great day out here, a lot of fun, and we're gonna have some good eating. Maybe fish and chips tonight.
Sounds great.
Hey,
Yeah.
Nice fresh fish and chips. Can't beat that, can you?
Perch and chips.
Perch and chips, I love it. Wherever you're tuning in from, folks, thanks for spending time with Antonio and I today on today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. And as always, until next time, good luck and good fishing. I'm loving the bites. Aggressive bites.